some of the Obamacare news. Let's just go over these headlines. Obamacare, one of the greatest achievements in the nation's history. That's Representative Jan, how do you pronounce that, Schakowsky? And CNS News reports, never mind that naysayers. This representative from Illinois introduced positive reviews of Obamacare into the congressional record at Wednesday's congressional hearing. Then she addressed Health and Human Services Secretary Kathleen Sebelius personally. She said, I just want to say to you, Madam Secretary, I am absolutely confident that the role that you played in bringing affordable health care to millions, tens of millions of Americans, will go down in history as one of the greatest achievements of our country throughout the entire history. And I want to thank you for that. And I actually agree that this is one of the greatest achievements of absolute, open, manifest fraud. I absolutely agree with that. Because it is such a huge fraud. And it makes P.T. Barnum look like an honest person. It makes Pinocchio's nose look short. It's just unspeakable levels of fraud stacked on top of fraud. That's just one of the articles. Here, let's move on to the next one over here. Issa, the congressman, charges Sebelius with criminal obstruction in Obamacare investigation. That is like charging the sun with coming up in the morning. Manifest lying, manifest fraud, designed to bankrupt the economy. This is a globalist, communist-run operation to blow out our engine, our financial engine, and collapse the country. And when you look at Sebelius, you realize she knows exactly what she's doing. They are carrying out the destruction of this country to build their authoritarian utopia on its ashes. And they're doing a great job. Again, White House works to attract younger health plan users. That means young, dumb morons that they can feed into a meat grinder, just like they do for the military. Sebelius says social media celebrities will help get the message out. They'll make it trendy to be ripped off. And they've actually been hiring Hollywood stars, music stars, to tell people to basically stick their hand in a garbage disposal. And if you put it out on MTV or in the culture, even intelligent people, I found, just get mesmerized by it and by the glitz and by fame and just think it must be good because the Hollywood people are saying that. I'm going to get to that here in a moment. In fact, here it is. Sexiest man alive brought in to boost Obamacare enrollment. That's right. And Drudge Report has a photo of the individual who they say is the sexiest man alive. I can't really comment. He looks pretty stupid to me, sticking his tongue out. And it's kind of like a twerp, but what do I know? This guy's name is Adam Levine or Levine. I have no idea. I don't even know who Adam Levine is. I'll show you. The singer of Maroon 5. I do know about how the world actually works. Of course, what people are supposed to do is obsess all day over the celebrities and how to look trendy. And then, to a certain extent, women then think if they find a trendy man, that will make them successful. But the whole trendiness is actually there to show a few examples that are successful by being trendy. But then everyone else just basically buys into that so that you're unsuccessful. And it's all a paradigm to keep you out of the real world, out of discovering the real world, and to keep you in the matrix. So there you go. The Obama administration is bringing in the sexiest man alive to help boost Obamacare enrollment numbers. Well, you know, they say the greatest advertisement ever was Bill Hicks. Is just a sexy woman, you know, showing you a can of beer or a can of Coke. That's the woman. Look at the beer commercials. It'll show a bunch of beautiful women on the beach running around, just having the best time of their lives, and they're drinking a cold beer. When the guy's got a cold beer, doesn't matter he's got a body by Budweiser, a giant porcine pot belly bigger than a hippopotamus's. It doesn't matter because he's got the beer. Of course, the women actually aren't really attracted to him, and he's all alone drinking the beer. That doesn't matter. He still just thinks if he drinks more beer that the 15 Swedish bikini team models will rappel down on ropes from helicopters. And if you buy into the whole rap culture, the whole deal, you're going to be successful. Why? All of you are going to be in the NFL. All of you are going to be in the NBA. All of you are going to be, the top golfers. All of you are going to be stars, ladies and gentlemen, when you already can look up at the stars at night and you are a star made by the creator of the universe with all this incredible adventure going on around you. People look down at the dirt and obsess over celebrity. And I know a lot of celebrities. Some of them are really interesting, really smart, really neat people. It's fun to know them. You can admire the music they play. You can, but when you get into the whole culture being that and not the bedrock of liberty, then your society degenerates. And that's a historical cycle. But it's okay. Obama has the sexiest man alive, they say, to help push it. And the goal that he's going to have pushing it is 100 million internet contacts. And that's put out by the White House. Yeah, they want your data when you go over and over again trying to get your free health care. They want your data. They want to track and know who doesn't have health care so they can grab your paycheck, garnish your wages, grab your tax refund, and grab your bank account. And that's now been admitted. And it's kind of like a soda machine where you put in your dollar and then it doesn't give you a drink, but you're really thirsty, so you keep sticking dollars in. By the third or fourth try, not getting the bottled water, the Gatorade, the Coca-Cola out, have you figured out that it's broken or it's a scam? No. If you have the sexiest man alive or the NFL promoting Obamacare, and you've got a bunch of bombshell beauties promoting it, then it must be okay. So it doesn't matter, it's all a fraud by design to bankrupt the country. Just have Hollywood promote it, and they admit they're targeting young people. They think you're dumb. You haven't been figured out it's a screw job yet. This is so predatory. They even admit they're targeting you in a criminal operation, and they think you're so broke back that they can get away with anything. People ask, what's the limit? The sky. The sky is the limit, because these trendies will never admit Obama condom. Ever. Their identity is in it. And so it isn't even Obama who's running things, but his idea, his front, his figurehead is the universal projection of the deception. Oh, HHS awards another $58 million for Obamacare navigators to known criminal groups, the Weekly Standard reports. Isn't that nice to go out and literally get all your personal data, basically threatening you at your door? So that's just some of the news on that front. And taxpayers shell out $14,000 per Obamacare enrollee or the cost of each enrollee that's actually been able to sign up for it. Obamacare raised the cost of your kids' braces, and when we come back, it gets better. Obamacare advertises on ESPN with taxpayer money, but ESPN drops Christmas ad for referring to God and Jesus. And the lady that brought out the fake birth certificate, she's dead. Plane crash. To watch people conned by the hype-driven system. And look, I don't blame people. I remember when I was a child, my dad taking me to movies like The Running Man and stuff when I was like 12 years old, and thinking Arnold Schwarzenegger was just the most manly, awesome, cool guy in the world. And that is a good movie. Great Stephen King screenplay and book, short story. Now that I know who Arnold Schwarzenegger really is as an adult, he's a horrible, abusive monster. And it's the same thing. But now, because I've actually had a chance to get to know a lot of celebrities, I know most of them are vapid, empty, unhappy people, themselves obsessed with other celebrities, just like a child. But then many of them actually know it's all a big fraud and a prison, and they want to change their name and get out of it or fake their death. And the reason I talk about this so much is that it is celebrity, the celebrity of Obama, the celebrity of Obamacare and who's pushing it, the celebrity of Oprah Winfrey, to sell a lie. When Oprah Winfrey probably has about 170 IQ, she's a genius of manipulation and deception. She's part of eugenics secret meetings that have leaked, confirmed. She's part of running bizarre cult takeovers of Africa and churches that she uses as fronts. I mean, she's one of the only people they let into meetings where there's only 10 top globalists. They let Oprah Winfrey in. Just to give you an idea. And this is a woman selling racialist, race-pimping division and trying to sell her people out and trying to depopulate Africa. I mean, that's why she's been brought up to that level. She's very intelligent, but she's very evil. And she sits there and fake cries, just like Obama and everybody else, to her audience of people